Hello everybody, welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler and this is Temur Stompy. Now this is a brew if I've ever seen one, but at 5-0 competitively, shout out to Simon Park for doing that. So what this deck does, and you're going to see us do it here, we're going to have a bunch of 1-drops. Basically the entire deck is 1-drops with a handful of 2-drops as well. And we're going to attack our opponents very quickly here. So check this out. This is something. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do this here. I'm going to play a Young Wolf. Now, what is a Young Wolf, you might ask? Same question you might ask about Cloudfin Raptor. Cloudfin Raptor is a 0/1 flyer with Evolve, which means when a creature with power or toughness greater than its enters play, it gets a counter. For instance, this Young Wolf will give this Cloudfin Raptor a counter because of the Evolve ability. Now, also, the Young Wolf has Undying, which is going to come into play for a moment. In a moment, I guess we may as well just do it, huh? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm attacking with this Cloudfin Raptor. Young Wolf has Undying. That means when it dies, if it did not have a counter on it, it comes back to the battlefield with a counter. Now you get to see the spice. So we're going to go ahead and fetch out. I guess we need a blue-red land here. That's not really an option. I guess we're just going to get this breeding pool. I'm going to Pongify my own creature. Now, Pongify, or Pongify, however you say it, is a weird card from Planar Chaos. Destroy target creature can't be regenerated. Its controller gets a 3/3 ape. There's also Rapid Hybridization, which is a functional reprint of the same card from Gatecrash. So I'm going to use this on my own Young Wolf on turn 2. And what's going to happen here is we're going to have a pretty big Cloudfin Raptor. Okay, so I believe the way I want to do this is I want the Undying to happen first. Place them onto the deck, okay? Yes, okay. So this is just crazy. All right, so the Young Wolf is going to come back. It's going to undie, so it's now a 2/2. That makes our Cloudfin Raptor a 2/3 because it only had 1 power. Then the Ape hits play. We have this trigger stacked, and it triggers again. So we're attacking with a 3/4 Cloudfin Raptor on turn 2, but we also have a 3/3 Ape and a 2/2 Young Wolf. And we have Lightning Bolts to back it up. So here it is. We're attacking for 3 damage on turn 2, but we're passing the turn. Our opponent has 1 land in play, and we have 8 power. So have fun with that because this is not easy to deal with. This deck is crazy. At 5-0 to Modern Competitive League, hey, I have no idea how this is going to go. I've not played this deck at all before, but I do know that I just could not pass up where the primary game plan is to cast whatever this, like, I don't know, Planet of the Apes card here is. Oh, our opponent's playing Cheerios, though. We might be dead. Oh my gosh, we're actually just going to die on turn 2. Well, I guess that's how it goes. Wow. Maybe they'll whiff. Maybe they'll whiff. That's pretty great. We put 8 power into play on turn 2, and with double Lightning Bolt to back it up, and our opponent just kills us on turn 2 with Cheerios instead. I guess that's fair. All right, so what they're doing is SRAM is whenever you cast an aura, equipment, or vehicle spell, draw a card. It's nothing but 0-drop artifacts. They have the Retract. They have the Simian Spirit Guides to provide the extra mana to go off here. The issue for our opponent is going to be if they have a way to actually win here. I'm not sure how much mana they're going to have. I guess if they draw the entire deck, they could. This was a little greedy. I mean, the idea is that they're going to Grape Shot us. I guess if you just draw through the entire deck and you draw 2 Simian Spirit Guides and a Grape Shot, you kill us. They have to get there. It is hard for them to whiff. They had the 1 Retract. You can't make additional mana with a Paradise Mantle like they usually could if they waited an extra turn. But if they are able to find Grape Shot and 2 Simian Spirit Guides, we are going to die. Look at that, though. They whiffed. Or rather, at least fizzled out a little bit. Okay, so I guess we just start by Lightning Bolting the SRAM because they have to have SRAM to go off. Now we attack for 8. Okay, well, our opponent has to win through another removal spell. They certainly can do it, but it's not going to be easy. I think our opponent should have probably not gone off until turn 3, save that Simian Spirit Guide. But we'll see. They certainly can still kill us here. They have to have another SRAM. I think there's another card that does this as well. I believe that's the point of the Cheerios deck. It has 8 versions of this effect. But we'll see. If not, we have lethal. You know, we have a turn 4 kill here if our opponent can't kill us. There's the SRAM. There's the retract. All right, this is where we respond. Pontify the SRAM. I think this works. Our opponent picks up all these artifacts, but they don't have any way to draw cards after that. All right, we got there. Well, that was a weird game. I guess our deck did its thing, so why not? All right, so I guess this is where we want this magma spray. I don't think. All right, we probably these Avatar of the Resolutes are definitely our worst, slowest card. Short of course may not be needed either. We're not trying to grind our opponent out here. This is nothing but a race. I think we want the Unified Wills and the Abrades. We just want removal. We just need to be able to kill the SRAM over and over again. So I think this might be reasonable. Ancient Grudge, destroying their artifacts doesn't do anything. They're combo pieces. They're not really meant to be equipped. They do occasionally get equipped to Pure Steel Paladin. It's the other one they have in the deck, but that's not really the angle we want to be fighting on here. The question is if we should play the Dispels, and I think we should. Because they can stop the Retract, which is the big combo thing to pick them all up. Their deck's actually pretty good here. As awkward as it seems, I actually think Spell Pierce is not what we want. Because we literally just want to be able to kill their 2-drop, and Spell Pierce, while it could help in a counter war or whatever, I'd rather just have all the removal possible. Is it better than Unified Will? Maybe. Probably not, though. Unified Will counters the creatures. And we basically wanted to go exactly like that game went, where we have an aggressive start and we just destroy their 2-drop over and over. Not with this hand, though. I can't believe that was a pretty nutty game 1. We certainly did our thing. Our opponent did their thing as well, but yes, Pontify just MVP. Turned our creatures big and wrecked our opponent's combo. All right, well, you have to keep this. This hand is solid. I don't think I want this. I think I actually want interaction here. Sigarda's 8. Okay, all right. Dryad Arbor's not a good draw. They're doing it, though. You can cast them as though they had Flash, and when it enters, you can attach it to a creature. Well, that's pretty good, because they can get their thing out of Lightning Bolt range, at least. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hopefully, maybe my editor will mute that so you don't all hear me sneezing like a I don't know, a sneezer. Anyways, okay, so we have Cloudfin Raptor. Something tells me our deck is a lot better on the play than the draw here. So it's just auras and equipment, not their creatures, so that's a good sign. All right, so I think we will go ahead and play out the next Cloudfin Raptor. Oh, excuse me. And then play the Experiment 1. That will grow both of the Cloudfin Raptors, and then turn after that. We might die on our opponent's next turn. That's what Cheerios does. You know, they might just be waiting a turn so they can try to go off with counterspell backup, to be honest. But we're going to find out here. Well, the issue with playing it this way is that the Narnum Renegade, I think this is still what we have to do, though. The Narnum Renegade, unless we draw a fetch land, is not going to be able to actually pump these again. It will pump the Experiment 1. And then we can rapid hybridize it to upgrade it to a 3/3 to trigger them all, which is what we'll do, but we have to not be dead, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're dead here. Wow, okay, apparently not. Okay. Well, now we have a choice. All right, well, I mean, this is the easy part. We play the Narnum Renegade. We evolve our Experiment 1. Now the question is if I hold up removal for them, or if I just go for the damage. I'd be attacking for 4. I think I just have to go for the damage, unfortunately. It's nice that we have the second Pongify effect here, so we can have a removal effect for our opponent. All right, well, there we go. This is good, though, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 next turn. Not exactly lethal, but we can rapid hybridization our Dryad Arbor. That's if we're not dead, though. Okay, and there's a Pure Seal Paladin, so we're probably dead. Then again, our opponent only has 2 cards in hand. They have to, go off pretty hard here, which obviously is what the deck does, so I am not going to be surprised if they do, but, we're not dead. This Pure Seal Paladin is going to be quite buff, though. Up to 8 toughness already. All right, well, we'll see if our opponent can kill us or not. There's the retract. So, yeah, they're trying. The fact that they had to retract, though, for only 2, which is not great for them, and they're now out of blue mana. So that's also a good sign. Don't know if it'll be enough necessarily, but it's a good sign for us. Yeah, Pure Seal Paladin's still very big. And our opponent used their land drop as well here, so they actually don't have more blue mana, unless there's something crazy going on, which I don't think there's going to be. Okay, so here we go. I don't think that there's any benefit in killing the Pure Seal Paladin. I don't think there's any reason to do anything but swing with our team here. Don't see any benefit keeping any of them back. Also, if our opponent went to block Dryad Arbor, I think we would have won. All right. So now suppose we were to rapid hybridize experiment 1. We would get him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's not lethal. So I think I just go ahead and destroy the Pure Steel Paladin here. We want to keep our opponent from being able to draw cards, or at the very least tie up their mana. Now, again, they can play stuff at flash and equip it, so I don't know, maybe they're sandbagging something that gives it hexproof, but I guess we're going to find out. All right, they're not. Well, all of our cards are on the table, literally, here, so we'll see if this is enough. We put our opponent down to 4, and we have lethal in the air next turn. So they have to find either removal of some sort or another, SRAM Pure Steel Paladin effect and kill us. And with 2 artifacts on the table and only 4 cards in hand, plus a draw a 5th here, it's not easy. Certainly possible, but not easy for them, because they're going to have to spend 2 mana to play their, their combo piece, their Pure Steel Paladin, their SRAM. Then they're going to have to, be able to combo off. Noxious Revival, putting themselves down to 2 will do that. What did they Noxious Revive? Targeting the retract. So they must have the piece here. All right, so there's the SRAM. So it all comes down. They have retract as one of their cards in hand. Wow, and they have to retract. So they're only cycling through 2 cards here with these, at the beginning, and just a few lands off the top, or more Noxious Revivals, or even more SRAMs or whatever is not necessarily good for them. I guess SRAM on this first one would be good. Well, SRAM's legendary, so I guess it would be Pure Steel. And we'll see, though. So we kind of, if you're playing in paper, you just write F6, set it underneath the camera, and hope your opponent doesn't kill you. Which I guess doesn't work quite as well, because they actually took... F6 isn't working anymore in Magic Online. I have to hit the 6, the numeral 6 instead. I don't know why, but I'm sure there's a way for me to change it. I'm just not smart enough at Magic Online to do it. All right, so our opponent used one of their mana. That's pretty decent for us. Here comes another retract. Okay. Still cycling through here, so all of this is pretty good for them, because they draw 2, pay 1 to retract. and then draw 2 more. So the retract is spending 1 mana for 2 cards here. They're up to 5 cards in hand. The fact that they only retract... Okay, and there you go. They didn't get there. Only had 2 that they were retracting for every turn is not very good. So I don't know what our opponent's 5 cards are, but I imagine they're a mixture of lands, Sigarda's Aids, retract, Noxious Revivals, whatever. Things that don't win. So we did it. Look at that. Just all-out aggro. Temur Stompy. Did some stomping that one. Thank you for watching, everyone.